Arriving at Mount Sinai 3 months after being freed, they would stay there for 11 months. The revelation of the Lord to Israel once they arrived at Mount Sinai was monumental. Um, it was in terms of what the Lord was attempting to accomplish, exalting his people. And Moses went up unto God, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. And now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto the people, and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and be ready against the third day, for the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. The Lord wanted a peculiar treasure. Peculiar in Hebrew means special or valued possession, purchased or private property or treasure, and always refers, in all occurrences in the Old and New Testament, to the people of Israel. In Malachi, the term is translated jewels. The people of the Lord were purchased through the blood of Christ, as Peter notes, and thus were the Lord's peculiar people and holy nation. Sadly, the Lord's special treasure was they made themselves worthless later on. In sum, the Israelites could have become a kingdom of Melchizedek priesthood priests, for there was no Aaronic priesthood yet. Elder Bruce R. McConkie stated that those who are ordained kings and priests will bear rule as exalted beings during the millennium and in eternity. That's in Mormon Doctrine, page 599. Furthermore, whenever the Lord has a people on earth, he offers to make them a nation of kings and priests, not a congregation of lay members with a priest or a minister at the head, but a whole church in which every man is his own minister, in which every man stands as a king in his own right, reigning over his own family kingdom. The priesthood which makes a man a king and a priest is thus a royal priesthood. To ancient Israel the offer was made in these words, If ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. At this point, the Lord wanted to reform the Israelites' lives, bestow upon them the greater or Melchizedek priesthood, establish a holy temple, and give them a sacred endowment. Had the Israelites followed the Lord's instructions and accepted all the privileges offered them, they could have received the grandest of all revelations. They could have seen the Lord, heard him speak to Moses, known for themselves about his will and his law, comprehended Moses' future revelations from God, and been translated as other communities had. There was a need for cleanliness and dedication in preparing for this great spiritual experience. At first, Israel accepted and committed themselves to the Lord's intended plan. All that the Lord had spoken we will do, but something was amiss, a fact that we are not made aware of until the next chapter. And then we see Israel retreating or shrinking from their opportunities, or as Elder Uchtdorf would say, they were living below their potential. You know, the Israelites had so much promise and potential and opportunity given to them from the Lord. We likewise have the same promise and potential and opportunity given to us. What are we doing with that potential and that promise? Are we becoming a treasure to the Lord? Are we living up to our potential? Or what? I mean, what are we doing? Are we preparing for the covenants in the temple? Are we preparing for the power of the Melchizedek priesthood? These are really great blessings, and they're available to us, and Heavenly Father is waiting to give these things to us. And so we must be sure. We must be sure to be worthy to accept them and to keep our focus on the right things. And not become distracted and lost like the Israelites did.